What's up, y'all? Oh, wait, I'm talking to myself. I have an amazing amount of hair on today. At 2 o'clock on a Tuesday. This is how I'm giving it up. Why not? Alright. Start my SoundCloud. What's up, y'all? Thank you so much for joining me at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday. 2-ish o'clock on a Tuesday. I totally appreciate y'all. Welcome to Establishing Chemistry Podcast. And I am so glad to see y'all here. Pardon me, I'm getting notifications. So I'm hoping everybody had an amazing weekend and starting off their week just as amazingly. Pardon me. I have 3 phones. I do not sell dope, I promise you. But they're all a headache, quite honestly. Okay, so it's so crazy. I have an all white today for a reason. I actually started out doing something else, but it's so funny. I went to a white party this weekend with a very good friend of mine, and first off, it was far as fuck. Like, Atlanta, you know, if it's not a half an hour away, and I don't want to fall into that, but I don't want to go to a party that's like an hour away, because it's no fun. Like, I got to get home after that. So I was just like, But what she failed to mention, she said it was an all-white party, and she even sent me a flyer, and I did not really look at the flyer all that great. It was an outdoor fete, I think I'm saying it correctly. You guys in the Caribbean world know exactly what I'm talking about. So I got dressed for a party. I did not get dressed to stand around outside on concrete in the hot, humid Atlanta night. And although I had a good time, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna rerun my all white again. I didn't do necessarily all white this weekend, but I was feeling fresh and refreshed. And I think it's a good thing when we can put ourselves in colors that reflect our moods, you know, and then, you know, change our hair up to reflect that as well. So what I did want to reflect on today for the podcast is, so I met this lady yesterday, and she was telling me how someone basically told her that you should be reading at least a minimum of 20 minutes a day. And I don't. I honestly can say I have not picked up a book in a very long time. And I don't mean Facebook. Like, I am somebody who, I have always been a proud bookworm, but life just be doing other things with my time, you know, and hold on. Oh yeah, it looks better when I hold it on that. I don't know if this is gonna make it outside with me today, but anyhow, yeah, so the book situation, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna find me a book that I'm interested in. So if you guys have any good books that you're reading, please recommend them. I think in a journey, even for a relationship, the relationship you built with yourself is super important. You know, and if you don't use it, you lose it. So I want to get my ass back into books, quite honestly. But I did look up this book just because of the genre or whatever, and this came up. So I took some excerpts out of it, and I'm really excited to. No! What happened? Okay, I hit something by mistake, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm really excited about getting this book. I am going to order it today, and I absolutely mean it. It's from this book called, and listen, this is not about to turn into no book club. I'm not about to do that shit either, because I've been in a book club, and sometimes they be okay, but other times they be straight boring, and no, we're not going to do that. This is just part of the journey, and this is my journey. I'm not saying y'all need to read books, but I'm just saying Kimmy is going to read a book, like a real book that you open with, because I love the smell of a book. I love the smell of a book, the feel of a book in my hands. Like, those are things that I, you know, I mean, like, mentally turn me on. I know, I told you I'm a bookworm. So, And I think it's important to stay in touch with the things that make you feel alive like that, that make you feel good about doing things. So the book, y'all, is Women Who Run with Wolves. And I'm always, you know, pumping my fist for females, just being strong, assertive, you know, living their best lives, quite honestly. Hey Wendy, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's like 2 o'clock on a Tuesday. I'm gonna get some slack for changing the time, but I'm so much more awake at this time. Like, I felt like I was giving y'all a very drained version, and the video will always be there. Oh, hi cousin, I miss you. You need to come to Atlanta, Isha. So, you know, I'm a morning person, okay? I still got caffeine pumping through my, like, pumping out my chest damn near. So this is the time I'm going to change it to. Plus, you know, I am a full-time, very, very single-ass mother. You know, that's a whole nother subject. Matter of fact, that ain't even a subject. I'm lying. So I do want to read some excerpts. I miss you too, Wendy. Wendy, I'm actually going to call you because I wanted to ask you a question about something I heard about that I know you know a whole lot of stuff about. I know that sounds really cryptic. Wendy's a good girl, y'all. She's not selling dope with me, I promise you. So the book... Oh, and you know what? This is important too. Yeah, I know you. Okay, so that's what I wanted to ask you about, New Orleans. Oh, well, thank you for putting down the drinks and talking to me today, because, you know, that is love. And I love you back for that. No, Wendy's not out there drinking, y'all. I'm joking. She's going to kill me. Wendy's out there being very sober, spreading the word of the Lord and the good. Okay? Ah, gosh. Okay, so I'm looking for the quote. Can I still call you though, Wendy? What is this? Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna pick. Okay, I have these. They're so good. I mean, like, it's a lot of amazing ass quotes in this book, and I don't think that it necessarily has to be a female read. You know I'm a little crazy, girl, bye. Just a little. I don't think this has to be a female read. I feel like even if a man wanted to get to know a woman on a different level, like, he may even benefit from this. I don't think we're ever... I know you was gonna hurt me. You was just typing it out like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm being nice though. I told him I was joking. So, I don't think this is just a female book, quite honestly. I feel like, you know, I would read a book about men just because I want to learn about men and have better interactions with them. Hey, William, how you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. So I don't think it's just a female book. And I say that, and I hope you guys, you know, can kind of relate and, you know, open your mind to the possibility. Wait, I keep losing my other screen. Okay, so, you know, this is important that you get a woman that can read out loud too, that you get a mate, okay, that can read out loud. So if there's any pausing, it's not me, it's my reception, because, you know, I said I haven't read a book in a long time, but I can still read. All right, so one of the quotes, oh, and her name is Clarissa Pinkola Estes. And the book is Women Who Run with the Wolves, Myths and Stories of the Wild Woman Archetype. So the quote is, that is, to be ourselves causes us to be exiled by many others, and yet to comply with what others want causes us to be exiled from ourselves. Baby, when I tell you, I'm going to read it again. The name of the book is Women Who Run with the Wolves, Myths and Stories of the Wild Woman Archetype. So you have to, first off, embrace yourself and what type of woman or person you are, or what type of woman that you're trying to attract or be around, or, you know, just embrace a certain personality type. I know that I have a lot of different personalities inside this one body, quite honestly, and I'm okay with all of them. But I will be the first to admit that there have been times that I may have squashed certain things of my personality, you know, subdued certain things to make other people feel comfortable. And honestly, that's really not a responsibility that belongs to me. And it's okay to be a little selfish, you know, I think. You know, it just depends on where you at in your life. But this quote, and I'm going to read it again, because I can read out loud. I'm just saying. That is, to be ourselves causes us to be exiled by many others, and yet to comply with what others want causes us to be exiled from ourselves. Like, you got to be true to you. You know what I mean? Like, if you are not true to yourself, you are robbing yourself and everybody around you, quite honestly. You have to be able to be assertive in exactly who the hell you are. And I know who I am, you understand? But I have to sometimes dull the message, you know, and that's not necessarily an all the time things, but you know, you have to be appropriate in all different places, of course, but you still have to stick true to your core and not get so far removed from yourself. So when you're entering a relationship, you have to know who you are, or you will get lost within that relationship really, really quickly. So when